We're lit and we're live. Peace, family. We're going to get ready for this live stream.
All right, we're live all the way around.
Yeah, just get everybody in the loop to know that goes away. All right, we're live all the way around. We have a few pages going. J. Morrison Academy followers, what's up? My IG, Facebook, YouTube followers, what's up?
Hit record.
To our recorded audience, how are you? Good evening, everyone. This is a really special webinar and digital lecture on how to get funding on any real estate or business deal. So we're live streaming now. I'm going to allow our live stream audience to pile on in, come on in and get the good free game. This is my contribution to the culture, to all communities, but specifically in this celebrated month of February, the shortest month of the year, Black History Bonus. I want to give game to the African community in America and abroad, to the urban community, underserved communities. I want to give game basically on what I have learned and what I know works into ensuring you get any real estate or business deal funded. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But before I totally get into that lecture and digital webinar, I want to thank you guys for being a part of this. I must shout out my best half, which is my wife, Mrs. Ernestine Morrison. Today is her birthday, so I want to shout out Queen EJ. And today is also our 7-month anniversary of our nuptials, right? So it's like a cool little day. And I'm spending, think about this. Today is my wife's birthday. Today's my 7-month anniversary, but I'm spending that time, and she's allowing me to spend that time here with you all so we can continue to live out our purpose, build our legacy, and do the work that God put us here to do, right? Like, that's how important this is to us. Where most people are like, oh, I'm going to take off. It's my birthday. Oh, I'm going to do this. It's my anniversary. Oh, there's plenty of excuses not to be here right now. Mind you, all week has been 12-hour days plus all week. I could easily have every reason to take off tonight. I've been at working since 9 this morning. And we're now at 9 at night, still working, still pouring in, still sowing seeds. So long story short, for those who don't know, my name is J. Morrison. I'm the CEO and founder of the J. Morrison Enterprise, which is the conglomerate and parent company to the Tulsa Real Estate Fund and Historical Real Estate Fund, to the J. Morrison Academy, and to our management company, Morrison Holdings Company, where we manage over 30 businesses, including millions of dollars of real estate assets and business assets all throughout the country. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I wrote something on my Instagram page today, which is very relevant to this. And I'm saying all this to say why I'm sitting here, let some of you get to know me. But currently in my business, we manage about, again, over 30 businesses, multiple real estate developments. Obviously, the Historical Real Estate Fund, this company, the J. Morrison Academy, which was just named Inc. 500, number 588 fastest growing companies in the country, as well as, I'm looking at different cameras here, so you guys see me looking around. I'm trying to give everybody a little love. Also, number 13 fastest growing educational companies in the country, right? So I've built some reputable businesses, right? 2 8-figure businesses in the last 5 years, 3 multi-million-dollar companies in the last 12 or so years, and currently managing over 30 businesses. But prior to that, in the first phase of my career, I have owned and managed about another 2 or 3 dozen businesses, right? So I've really been going in. I don't mean just throwing up an LLC and that's just it. I mean really business operations, functions, systems, automation, team building, right? Revenue driving, all that good stuff. So I've done this from very humble beginnings, welfare kid, Section 8 kid, born to a single mom, 17 years old. My first experiences with my stepfather, visiting him in prison. First experiences with my biological father, seeing him twice in my life from birth till I was 17, where my next experience with him was actually serving him crack cocaine, right, at 17 years old. Again, it's just my real life. Shout out to, him for turning his life around and me for turning my life around. I've been through it. I started selling drugs at 15 years old in a poor community in Central Jersey. town called Somerville, New Jersey, Plainfield, New Jersey. Left the corner of Newark, New Jersey when I was 25 years old, 10th and Springfield, where I left that corner and got into the real estate industry. During that transition of the streets into the suites, I served 2.5 years in prison as a 3-time felon. I served time in New York, upstate New York prison, Rikers Island, C-74, Mod 3 Upper, Annandale, New Jersey, Eastern Correctional Institution in Maryland, Cumberland, Maryland, Baltimore DOC. I've been in over 7 different prisons, 3 different states. Served time, all that time by 21, 22 years old. Hustled in all different states, counties, blocks. I mean, trafficked and transported drugs all over the country. Lived a very risky and I guess, I won't say exciting, but that sounds too positive. I lived a very dumb lifestyle at some point, but always been very ambitious. And I'm giving you this context just so you can understand who's sitting in front of you and my evolution and my growth. And so maybe you can connect to some part of my story to inspire you, to show you where you can go to in your life if you make the right decisions. I dropped out of high school in 11th grade. I had to go to an alternative program and to a vocational school and to summer school in 12th grade to get extra credits to make up for the credits I lost by dropping out of high school in 11th grade. And so I went to alternative school. I did graduate on time, but 4 months after I graduated was when I landed myself in prison. And so I went through prison. I went through the streets. I didn't go to college. I have no college education, no college credits to my name. But at 25, I got into the real estate industry as an investor, as a landlord, as a loan officer, working for a mortgage company, as a realtor at that time, and built a pretty successful company. In 3 years, made my first million, multiple millions after that, and managed 2 mortgage companies, built a national brand, worked for some of the top real estate companies in the world. Just done a lot of cool things in real estate. Real estate expert on NBC. I'm a 3-time author, 2-time best-selling author. About to write my 4th and 5th book this year. I've done a lot in business. I've owned staffing agencies, record companies, entertainment companies, clothing lines. I mean, all of it. So I'm saying that again to give you context that I've tried it. I've failed at businesses. I filed bankruptcy. I've lost everything. I've faced foreclosure. I've faced short sales and bounced back. Right? I'm a real person. Like, I'm a real person. You can look me up. You can Google me. You can go to my towns. You can go to Somerville, Plainfield, Newark. You can ask about me. You know what I mean? Like, there's really people I've been in prison with who are rooting for me and cheering on me. Like, you know, like, this is not a fairy tale rags to riches story, but you can't pinpoint anywhere someone's been in life. Like, every guru, everybody's had this rough story, but you can't really identify any real substance to their story. No, like, I can tell you they know me. You know, and I've been, and outside of my business success, I also been a advocate, an active community activist for social and economic and political empowerment within my community. And I've been a part of active protests such as, you need me? Okay. Active protests such as, you know, Freddie Gray, Alton Sterling, Otis Byrd, who was lynched in Mississippi, Alfred Wright, who was lynched in Hempville, Texas. We've shut down a Houston's restaurant next door where they discriminated against my wife and our firm. I've been active. I've been busy. Like, in real life, I've held over 50 free corner classes in over 26 cities teaching real estate and financial empowerment on the corner. Right? I'm giving you my resume now. I'm talking about resume. I'm talking about bar for bar, fact for fact, my resume. That I have not done it all right. I have not done it all perfect. I have not succeeded in everything. Again, I have miserably failed at some things. I've literally been flat on my face, broke as hell as a grown man, borrowed money from my mom. I've been depressed for over a year after I went bankrupt, after making millions and losing and blowing millions. I was ready to give it all up and be a merchant seaman and work on a boat and be a part-time fireman and give up our entrepreneurship at 29, 30 years old. This is facts. And I'm 38 years old, and in that 8 years of falling on my face, I've bounced back to build multi-million-dollar companies, a national brand, and be a national influencer and a active advocate for my community, and the founder of the first black-owned real estate crowdfund in the history of the country, and everything else I told you. So I'm saying I believe in the potential of people. So when I do these lectures and these seminars and these workshops, it's because I believe that you can do it too. Because I gave up on myself. There's a time when I gave up on me. I believed in me all through my life, coming out of one prison, being out on, at 20 years old, I was on parole in New York, on bail for a charge in New Jersey, on bail for a drug trafficking charge in Maryland, still selling drugs at 20 years old, thinking my life, while they offered me 15 years in prison, thinking my life was going to be gone, but I didn't give up on myself. I, again, had challenges in my early stage of entrepreneurship. Like, basically, I'm just saying that I've lived real life and there's been challenges. And so I figured out how to break through, and I love giving that back. I love giving the game up. I love planting seeds. I love extending my legacy. And in my current position as a fund manager for the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, my job is to fund real estate deals, opportunities, investors, developers, syndicators, sponsors, facilitators, organizers, right? That's my job, is to fund people and their investments. And we have a company that, through my partner, Will Roundtree, Easy Funding, we funded over 500 small businesses and put them in position for over $175 million of funding in the last 2 years. So we fund businesses, we fund real estate. And I have other private syndications and capital partnerships where we fund deals as well, right? So that's what we do. We make money work for us. And so one premise I want everyone to take away, your first lesson tonight, your first lesson is understanding that my philosophies, I want you guys to screenshot this who are watching on live stream. I want you guys to make memes out of this. I want you to quote Jay Morrison. I want you to make me the larger than life figure, right? Not for me, but wait, I deserve it, right?
I don't like this phone, King.
Okay. Excuse me, we got a phone thing going. What happened?
I switched. That's you up there.
Okay. So what are you doing with that one?
You'll figure it out.
You don't even know? You need Facebook on there?
No, we got Facebook on, YouTube. That's your
You want to just do
IG.
Tulsa then? What you want to do?
Yeah,
You got JMA, everything? IG, Facebook, everything? Okay. So our first lesson for tonight is this. My quote is, I want you guys to promote my quote. Give me credit though, please. My quote is, I say it this way, it's maybe not even proper English, but no good deal. When I say deal, I mean business deal, real estate deal, opportunity. No good deal will ever go unfunded. It's something I learned early from one of my mentors I want to share with you. When you adopt this ideology and philosophy, it puts yourself in position to always be able to create capital and make money for yourself, right? So no good deal will ever go unfunded. Now, the issue is, what's your ability to be able to define good? How do we establish what's a good deal or deal, aka opportunity? Wealthy people, wealthy institutions, family offices, pension funds, real estate funds, private equity funds, business funding institutions, etc. All of them are looking at how do we get our capital to make money for us? How do we get our money to make more money for us than where it's currently at? And where are there good opportunities to get what's called ROI, return on investment, right? So institutions are looking at a simple thing we teach called opportunity cost. What they're looking at is, hey, my money right now is getting me 2% interest in an overnight sweep account. Or it's getting me 4% interest in this mutual fund or this bond or this CD or whatever financial instrument. So where else can I park my money that my capital can make more money for me? This is what all sophisticated, wealthy people, family offices, institutions, family offices are all considering. Where else as an opportunity can I park my capital? So if you are equipped with the knowledge and with the positioning and with the understanding to identify good, right? If you can bring good to the table, greater than where the money is currently at. So if you can do that, if you could be the person that brings opportunities, good opportunities, right? Financially responsible opportunities to the table, you can always get a deal funded. Now, I'm going to say right now, I personally have millions that I'm looking to find funding partners for. And the issue that I'm finding and seeing within our community, especially, is that we have very little experience or expertise in identifying what's good. And before I move on, I want to make sure our tech team has everything we need. Are we good, guys? I don't want anyone to miss this on any page.
We're good.
Facebook, Jay Morrison Facebook, good.
Jay Morrison's Facebook is on.
Jay Morrison's
Facebook is on. JM Academy's Facebook. JM Academy IG. Your IG.
What about
And
my
your
YouTube?
Yes.
All right, we're good. I just want to make sure. So, my encouragement to all of you all, listen, it don't matter if you went to college. Does not matter if you have felonies. Does not matter if you come from the projects. Does not matter if you're a single mom. Does not matter if you're a veteran. Does not matter if you have cash. Does not matter if you have capital. Listen, me as a fund manager, as a fiduciary, as an experienced and savvy businessman, like, yo, I get this. Like, I'll put my resume up against anybody. I'm not saying I'm the best to ever do it. I've made the most money. I've had the most success. But when it comes to understanding and evaluating businesses and real estate, I'm up there. Like, I get it. But I just come from a humble background beginning. I don't have the financial pedigree and the PhDs on the walls and all that. I can be in a hoodie and a sweatsuit, and I could be in a real suit or a suit, a three-piece suit, a custom suit. But I'm still the same old me. So my point is, I want to teach us, so for Tulsa, as a fund manager, we will fund you 100% financing. That's extra on there. Which means no money down. I'll give you no money down deals. Credit, no credit requirement. Don't even care. Are y'all hearing me? Black History Month bonus. Are you hearing me? Your brother that came from the bottom, got it out the mud, went through prison, went through the streets. I've been homeless. I literally lived in shelters. I've been homeless. I'm talking about your brother who's been out here, who still goes to the corner and delivers messages for free. Not just the corner office. I go to the streets, to the hood. Your brother who stands up for us, who puts in sweat, blood, and tears. I'm willing to fund us 100% financing, no credit required. No capital reserves required. Now, if you have these things, it will give you more leverage in the opportunity in the partnership. The stronger you come to the table, the more you can ask for. But that's finance 101. I want to pay homage to the Honorable Malcolm X, our hero, who today, the 54th anniversary of his assassination. I talked about today. Malcolm X said, we suffer from economic exploitation. That's because we're economically ignorant, we're economically underserved, economically unempowered, economically uninformed, and economically uneducated. So when you're educated economically, you don't ask what I would say in an urban way, a goofy question. You don't ask an ignorant question and say, well, why would you get this person's profits? Why would you get this, but you're not bringing anything to the table? You already understand when you're economically informed and economically astute and economically educated. If I'm getting 100% financing, if I'm not having my credit be scrutinized, if I don't have to have any capital reserves, meaning I don't have to show any money in the bank that I have to support this deal, and somebody don't give me money, I understand that I don't have much leverage in that situation. But it's still a good opportunity that I could even get funded considering all that. You also understand that, hey, if I got a healthy credit profile and I got capital reserves and I'm willing to put money down, then I got more say-so. That's business 101. But the average person may not understand that. So I want to break that down. My point is, I'm willing to fund these opportunities, but I cannot be an irresponsible fund manager and just do it because I love y'all. You have to at the very least, you must have some level of experience or expertise, aka knowledge. cannot come to the table wanting 100% financing on limited credit and limited capital reserves and don't know what the hell you're talking about and expect somebody to partner with you. I want to partner. So it's not just about Tulsa and me. What I'm saying is that I want to personally, yes, and the fund does, yes. But the issue I'm seeing in our community is I'm on Instagram, I'm watching entrepreneurs, I'm watching everyone, right, have these different opportunities. People text me and direct message me and inbox me all these opportunities. Hey, some land here, it's a school here. I'm watching people that want to create this store and do that project and do that project, but really don't have any expertise or understanding on how to truly evaluate a deal. And I'm going to break down some deals for us. As long as you understand how to analyze deals, find a good deal, you can get funded, whether it be me or anyone else. You put yourself in the game. If you don't understand that piece, you can't make no. I'm gonna need I knew this wasn't gonna work. I don't know why I even tried. I'm gonna need a napkin for this particular piece. You guys can't. I just want to tell you, I'm giving you the game. I'm giving you the game coming like how I got in the game is what I learned over all these years. Is that if you can't identify a good opportunity and substantiate or validate, right? You gotta be able to validate a good opportunity. If you can't do that, you don't even deserve to be on the field, on a court. Like that's just 101. You gotta be able to talk the talk, have the lingo, and be able to analyze, right? You gotta be able to process. You gotta be able to communicate the opportunity. So I promise, I forgot the king's name on Tulsa. I promised him I would teach this lesson first. I hope he's on. I said he gotta be on for me to teach it. So I'm assuming he's on. For those who don't know, every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on a Tulsa Real Estate Fund, our first historical black-owned real estate crowdfund, the most first fund in the black-owned crowdfund in the history of the country. We do a Monday night podcast and live stream and a conference call, Ask Questions. And we do that every Thursday called Tulsa Talk Thursdays, right? And one of our participants said, hey, Jay, are you guys interested in investing in container home deals? So you guys seen like the containers, right? Like the metal containers that you see on boats and ships, right? And some of you who are real estate fanatics, you've seen people turn these metal containers into actual homes. They put windows in them and bathrooms. You can stack them up, right? And create homes. And he asked, are we interested in funding a deal like that? So, guys, if you have real estate container ideas, subdivisions, hotels, hospitals, agriculture, schools, movie theaters, strip malls, foreclosures, single-family homes, duplexes, triplexes, entire blocks of real estate, I'm interested in funding all those deals and being your partner. I am. Now, the question you got to ask yourself is, do you know how to interpret this opportunity and bring it to the table with the proper economics analyzed of the opportunity? That's the question. Are you a good enough partner for this opportunity? In our community, we are very, very creative, but our level of operational sophistication needs some improvement. That maturity has to rise. I see plenty of folks who say, Jay, all right, we can take containers. We can take, hey, I saw 188 acres of farmland. Oh, we can do this. But do you have the capacity to be able to evaluate this opportunity? Right? Hey, we need to have our own grocery stores. I want to create a store. Okay. How do you evaluate a grocery store? How do you evaluate raw farmland? How do you evaluate container homes? How can you come to someone and ask them for funding when you have no financial pro forma, projections, or evaluation on the opportunity? It's all circumstantial. A friend of mine came to me last night and texted me and said, hey, I can get 8 lots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. I can get 8 lots that we can build on. At 10, I think it was like at 10,000 a lot. So it'd be like 80,000 for all 8 lots. And then we could build 2-family homes, 3-family homes, and he gave me some numbers. But as I went to underwrite and evaluate the deal, his ducks were not all lined up in a row. And what I'm saying is that this is the problem that plagues our community. The black community, especially the black and brown community, but particularly the African community in America. The issue we have is we start getting creative, like, yeah, you know what? We could do da-da-da-da-da, and we could do da-da-da-da-da, and yeah, it probably could sell for da-da-da-da, but we don't have any data that substantiates the stuff that we're talking about. It's all hypothetical, or theoretical, or approximate, or estimated, or guesstimated. That's our problem. What we teach, what I live by, how I built this massive, successful, socially impactful, multi-million-dollar organization without a college education from the ground up, bouncing back from bankruptcy. How I did it was understanding that you must assume nothing and verify everything. This is the problem. We get too caught in the assuming everything. What we think it could be, what it's about to, it's approximately. We can't stimulate our community. We can't buy no black spec. I'm telling you, I'm really tired. I talk to so many people, from ball players that I coach to rappers that I know, who are buying up land, who are buying buildings. It sounds cool. Buy back the block. Sounds cool. Do this. But have no exit strategy, has no development plan. So instead of complaining about it, I'm going to teach us how we do this. And then for those who want to be funded, let's go. Let's build. But we cannot come to the table so financially, from an education perspective, immature and uneducated, man. It's killing me, and it's plaguing our community and our growth. So, it don't matter if it's container homes, acres of land, a single-family property, a 4-family property, etc. But I'm going to take the container home for you for a second as our example, because I promised the king the container home. And you guys see our 800 number here? We have staff standing by if you guys, on the early note, want to call and see about, hey, Jay, I'm feeling you. I've been watching you. I see your videos. I know you're empowered, whatever, all that. I want to learn. I know I don't know this stuff. I do want funding. I do want to be in position. I do want to empower my family. I do want to empower my community. I want to build wealth. I want to be financially free. I want to own assets. I want to build a legacy, but I don't know where to start. Call our 800 number. Speak to our team. They'll give you a free consultation on where to start. But you guys you don't understand a level like, only thing that separates me and what makes me so great as a fund manager, what makes me so great as an entrepreneur, as a developer, is all the tactical and strategical skills I learned about assuming nothing and verifying everything, about how to position myself, about how to evaluate and analyze deals, about how to underwrite deals and opportunities, how to be prudent, how to be diligent, how to be vigorous. That's how I win, and I want to give you all that game back too. But you can't get 15 years of what I've learned in 15 minutes or an hour in 15 minutes. It's impossible. This is a whole new language, but it's doable. You don't got to be the brightest and all that, but you do got to be willing to step up to the plate, learn, and get an understanding. Sitting in front of me here is a book I'm going to speak about earlier, our 12-step real estate crash course. This big old book, all this information. It's not that intimidating. It's a lot of crossword puzzles actually in there. But let's talk about evaluating container homes. So if someone came to me, right? A sponsor, first of all, for most of those who don't know, a sponsor is someone who is the thought leader, the organizer potentially, the visionary of a deal or opportunity, right? So for those of you who've seen some raw land, you've seen a block of houses, you've seen a hotel, you've seen some container homes, and you want to bring this vision to life, that would then start to make you the sponsor. But if you're an uneducated sponsor, Doesn't make you a really good sponsor because you ain't gonna know what the hell you're doing, right? But as a sponsor, you say, you know what? I see some container homes. I see some lots of land. I think this would be a great opportunity to build. So I underwrite, and I don't know if you guys know what underwrite means. It means that I evaluate and analyze real estate deals all day, every day. Like, all day, every day. I mean, I have a team that does it, but there's still those levels of deals that get to me. I'm talking about hotels, nursing homes, assisted living facilities, veteran homes, all types of real estate I look at all day. And I'm actually not being braggadocious. I'm actually great at it. I'm really good at evaluating and analyzing opportunities, which always puts me in position to win and to be able to make money to feed my family and build my community and do the things that I do. Because I understand good. I learned from my days managing 2 mortgage companies, from lending private capital, from developing real estate, from being a builder, from being an entrepreneur, from running multiple businesses. I learned how to evaluate good opportunities. And that's where I went. Oh, this should be will never go unfunded. So, if I'm evaluating the king from earlier, I forgot his name, who was at the container homes. Javi, you remember his name? Javi?
Say it again.
That guy's name from earlier, the king from who said the container homes on Tulsa Talk?
I do not remember.
I don't remember either. All right, Container King, check it out. If I'm evaluating this, first and foremost, here's what I'm going to find out, right? If I think this is an opportunity to find out if it's good, you have to understand all the economics involved in any opportunity. I don't care if it's a hotel, I don't care what it is. It's the same formula every time. First and foremost, I got to understand our cost. So, not only do I got to understand, in this particular case, what's the cost of the containers. So, this is going to be a function of, right, so we'll put cost up here. So, to even figure out the cost of our containers, right, which really are build out, I got to figure out, I'd have to look, or the spot, no, I'm not doing this. You as a spot, I'm going to fund your deal. I did the hard part. I got the bread. You got to come to the table with the sophistication and the evaluation.
Russell Bogan,
King Russ, you better be on this. You better be on this. So, if I'm looking at a container, get to the containers, I'm hoping to sponsor. As a sponsor, I'm looking at, well, the containers are going to need some land. So, where's the land going to be? And how much is the land going to cost us to put the homes up? But before I can even know how much the land is going to cost us, I then also got to find out code and compliance. Will the city that I'm building these in, will they allow from a code perspective, us, and zoning perspective, for us to be able to build container homes? So I got to find that out. So this is my level of due diligence. I got to find out, and mind you, I've also researched container homes and I've been a part of these developments before, but I know what to look for. You got to work backwards and answer every question, assume none of them, and verify all of them. So I got to find out, one, will the city even allow us to build container homes in this particular area? Yes, you can build a single family container home. These are the guidelines. Cool, got that. Now the city says they have to be on 125 by 50 acre lots minimum. So now I got to find out if my lot size got to be for compliance 125 by 50 in order for me to build on them, and the city's only allowed me to build single family homes in that size. Now I got to go find out how much are land or lots that are this size, how much are they going for in this city? So now I find out in order for me to build a home of my size. But I also got to find out for my container, right? So now I got to go, so this is from the city. Now I got to go to my container developers, right? Whoever's going to be doing the construction on these things. I got to find out what's the design of these container homes. So my construction, either architect or my construction builder, developer, may say, you're going to need 4 container homes stacked, maybe side by side or whatever, right? To create a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom home, right? That is going to be 2,000 square feet. Cool. That's the design they gave me. So now I got to find out, will this size home fit on this lot? Okay, yeah, good. So now, how much will it cost me to design and build out this home? That'll be a mix of your construction, your architects, your engineers, your developers, right? So you're doing what's called this. All this stuff is called your due diligence. Many people don't want to do this research and do this math, but they want the money. How can you ask for millions and you don't even want to do any simple math? And you're being mentally lazy. So now I find out, okay, to build this 2,000 square foot container home, we can build it for $100 per square foot, right? Fully decked out, top finishings, granite countertops, all that. So $100 per square foot times 2,000 square feet. We know we can build this for $200,000, right? To build a container home. Mind you, I know how to do this. The thing is, if you want to bring me opportunities, do you know how to do this? That's the question. And before I forget, in JMA, our school, what we teach is being the expert at hiring experts. I always want to call Eugene. Come over here real quick. Pop your face in. You see Eugene Bush? He's the one that got all these cameras and lights and sound and all this here with his staff or our staff and all that help, et cetera. But Eugene's also an IT expert.
Absolutely.
So, earlier, I'm not an IT guy. Listen, I don't even own a laptop. I run 2 8-figure businesses and I don't even own a laptop.
From an iPhone.
I have a desktop at home that I haven't turned on in 13 months. I run my entire business from my iPhone and a backup iPhone that I lost 3 weeks ago that I don't even know where it's at. I'm not the technology guy. But we're developing a 30,000 square foot building that consists of 2 floors of office space, a training center, a cafe, and a TV and film production studio, right? Mind you, while I'm developing several other assets at the same time. That building has high-speed Wi-Fi, servers, camera, all types of internet technical stuff, all that. I mean, the server room got so many blue, red, green wires, lights bleeping. It's like the Star Trek Enterprise spaceship. I know I don't know that stuff. But when it was time for our IT call, I got Eugene on the call. I got King Jeff on the call, our other IT specialist from a web perspective. I got a third-party consultant on the call. I got my partner, Bashar Fryers, on the call, who has a tech cybersecurity company. I pulled the experts together. I had the wherewithal as the chief executive officer, CEO, as the chief facilitator, chief organizer, chief developer, chief syndicator, chief maestro, chief quarterback, chief point guard to say, look, all y'all smart mugs, y'all get on the phone, talk that IT stuff, and get back to me.
That's exactly what we did. Jay just coordinated all of us. It's a whole bunch of them.
Thank you, sir.
For sure.
You got it. So when it comes to hotels, hospitals, listen, I'm not saying that I know everything about all real estate. No, I'm actually saying I don't know everything about all real estate. I don't know everything about all businesses, but I know what I need to know in order to pull it off and figure it out. And I know what I need to know and then who I need to know to be able to help me pull it off. That's your job. To be the chief maestro with enough competency, enough understanding to be the expert, I don't know if you can see this low, but the expert at hiring experts. That's what I do all day, is I manage and organize and facilitate a bunch of experts to be able to facilitate my vision. And so, but I have a strong enough understanding, a strong enough acumen to be able to at least know that. So from a container home perspective, I know what I need to know. From any real estate perspective or business perspective, I know how to analyze any deal. It's a fact. And what I don't know, I don't know it, and I know where to go and how to go to get who I need to know to pull it off and inform me in a way that I can digest it and make a critical execution, a critical decision as the leader of the organization. So anyway, $200,000 to construct, code and compliance. Boom, good. So now I got to find out, well, how much does lots this size cost? And then we find out land in our community this size costs $50,000 for this size lot. All right, cool. Are these clean or no? This one is. No. Let me see it clean from my. All right. So land costs $50,000, right? Now, we know the construction. Okay, construction cost. This was included in our container cost. We included that. Cool. So now I got to look at what other. It's hot in here. Hoodie day. and these lights are on, and I'm pumped up. So now I gotta say, what other fees or costs are associated with me pulling this deal off? So now I might find out that, well, construction is $200,000, but in order to move the container homes, we're gonna need to take them off the boats. We're gonna have to bring them in on some kind of 18-wheeler, and then it's gonna need a special whatever, and maybe on the land, whatever that is, right? We gotta excavate whatever that might be. There may be other costs associated. We may have to bring an expert in to be able to do this. Whatever miscellaneous fees that come with the deal, I gotta associate those fees. Let's say those fees are $20,000. Which then gives me, right, from this perspective, if I'm building these, which then gives me what's called our all-in cost, our total investment. So I'm like 220, 250, 270,000. So 270,000. Now, see, this is what happens. I had another friend call me. I'm gonna show you guys some what not to do deals in a second. I'm gonna come back to that. I go through this all day. You don't understand. When you're in a position where you are managing tens of millions of dollars of capital and everybody knows it, everybody brings you all the deals. And my job is to fund deals. I don't get paid if I don't fund deals. I'm not successful if I don't fund deals. So everybody comes with me deals, but they come with incomplete deals. It's driving me nuts. I'm watching people post on Instagram trying to fund deals, trying to do land, trying to do this. And I'm like, bruh, I just talked to you. You have no, like, you don't, like, you just setting yourself up for failure. Sis, you're setting yourself up for failure. You did no analyzation on the deals, no proper due diligence on the deal. So anyway, all in cost 270. My next thing I gotta ask myself, well, my goal is a profit off of this, right? It's an investment. I'm not looking to live here. So I gotta see how much do similar properties sell for. Now, this is where the lack of understanding comes in. You can't come to me and say, Jay, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom homes are selling for $375,000. That would mean it's $105,000 profit, right? You can't compare a stick-built single-family home to a metal home. They're not comparable. Therefore, the comps are not relevant. So if you can't give me relevant comparables of the market value, everything you're saying is just speculative. It's bullshit. So you got to figure out how to get a true economic market value for container homes. And if there's no other container homes in your community, you then have to make all kind of adjustments and consult other experts to get a real value that's a marketable value to find out, hey, is this really worth 270 or is it worth 220 and I'm really losing 50,000? Or is it worth, if it's not 220 and say it's worth 325,000. Great. So we did our due diligence and we figured out these container homes are really worth 325,000. We'll be all in for 270,000, right? Perfect. Now, there's a couple things involved. One, how long is it going to take us to build this whole project out? That time is important because during that time, we have cost. Those costs are called carrying cost. That's the cost that I may be paying financing for this over that time, right? Interest or principal to a lender. It might be during that time that I got to pay taxes on the property, insurance on the property. I might be paying a project manager on the property. So if this project is going to take 4 months to build and another estimated 4 months to sell, it's going to be an 8-month project. I got to calculate my carrying cost for that 8 months to really get a true economic understanding and say, hey, during that 8 months, it's going to cost me we'll call it $5,000 per month. So that means it's going to be $5,000 per month during that. We'll call it $3,000 per month means another $24,000 of carrying cost for this project. So now my all-in has changed considering the back end of my project, to $294,000. So now I also will look at, well, if my market value is 325, am I selling this directly to a seller? Am I using an agency or a real estate agent or a realtor or a realtist to sell this property? And if so, how much are they charging me? So we say, yeah, we're gonna be wise and hire some experts. We're gonna use a realtist. So they say we're gonna charge you 5% to market and sell this property, 5% of your sales price, or $325. 5% of 325 is, let's see, it's 32,000, is about 16,250. So now you got 16,250 of commissions that are coming out in order for you. Y'all see I add fast. I can't spell, but I can add very, very fast. You got commissions coming out of the project on the back end. So now you see your all-in costs are now 310. So now we look at, well, what's our potential profit on this deal? We can see our potential profit is about $15,000. Then we would find out, well, what's our ROI on this opportunity? What's our purchase ratio on this opportunity? What's our LTV on this opportunity, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But my point is, if you want to fund any real estate or business deal, you have to equip yourself with a general knowledge base and understanding on how to evaluate the goddamn deals. I'm just talking frank and plain. We all family here. If you can't do this on anything and you don't have this understanding, you're going to have a heck of a time competing out here, and we're going to have a heck of a time getting out of last place in the wealth column and bridging this wealth gap. We can't win as a community if we refuse to educate ourselves. Like literally refuse. You know all the rap songs. You could even rap Young Thug. I have no idea what he's saying. You know all the rap songs, all the lyrics. You know all the reality gossip, all the shade room gossip. You knew all the church scriptures. You know all the college books, philosophy, and all that. But you can't tell me how to find an ROI, or how to find a cap rate, or how to analyze the opportunity. So how can you economically grow? You know all the fashion trends. You know everything else, but what actually counts towards your financial legacy. So,
King Russell says understood.
Understood, King Russ? All right. I told you I got you. I'm a man of my word. So, I want to give you guys just some. It just goes on and on and on, honestly. I do this so much. I could talk about so many opportunities that I see that's just like, nah, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. Like, you could look at a rental property. You could take a property and be like, look, my friend came to me, said, bro, it's a brand new property. It's in a gentrified area. It cost, I think, $220,000. He said, look, I could rent each room out. It's 3 rooms. I could rent each room out for at least $600. It's a new thing. People are renting out rooms. He said probably closer to $750, but conservatively $600. So that'd be $1,800 a month. Now this is my best friend. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, come to me, I'm gonna consider it. But again, I gotta be a responsible fund fiduciary. Ain't no favors for nobody, cause my reputation's on the line. And I got a whole host of people that are waiting for me to see if I'm going to do something unscrupulous or irresponsible. And I'm not. So I said $1,800 a month. So I immediately, somebody get the calculator phone out for me. We're gonna do some math real quick. So I'm like, all right, this is ago. Then last night I had another friend do the same. Y'all go through this all day, every day. Some people got my cell phone number. They could text me. Some got my email. They could email me. Some of my coaching clients have my text and email because they're my coaching clients. Some are my staff. People come to me with deals all day, every day trying to get funding. I'm not mad. You're supposed to. But you got to come correct though. Again, Tulsa Real Estate Fund will fund your deal, your real estate opportunity, no money down. No credit requirement, no cash reserves needed, but you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta at least do that part. So, $1,800, I'm immediately like, okay, $1,800 a month, I need that annually. What's that times 12?
21,600.
Right. 21,600. I'm like, cool. 21,600. So my friend took my class. He's like, yeah, that's a 9% ROI. I believe it's close to a 9% ROI. So I'm like, bro, we can't calculate the ROI on that. We have not taken out any expenses yet, right? So the investment would be 220,000. The income or revenue seems like it's 21.6, but we got to take out, right, this revenue minus what are the annual taxes. So he said taxes, 4,500. So I got to take away 4,500. So mind you, well, first, Gene, do 21.6 divided by 220.
21.6 divided by, it's really 220,000.
Yeah, 220,000, excuse me.
0.098.
That's what I said. 0.098, which means 0.098 really is AKA 98%. Oh, not 98%, 9.8%. Right? So to someone who's a novice or lacks understanding or experience or expertise, this is like a 9.8% return. But now when you factor in the taxes, so you subtract 21.6 minus 4,500, we get a new number. Then we got to take in the annual insurance on the property, 1,500. We get another number. Then we got to take in a 10% vacancy rate on the property, and we get 21% of that, 21,600, 2160. Then we got to take on a 10% property management on the property, another 21. Then we got to take, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do the progression of the evaluation to get a new, not gross revenue, right? This is gross revenue, revenue before expenses. No, we need a new net revenue. And when you get that net revenue, you then can find the true cap rate and the true ROI. And then that ROI is what you compare to the other ROIs that show a wealthy person or institution or fund. Is it a good opportunity for us or not? Comparing ROI versus ROI. And then you factor in risk and collateral and other factors into the equation. But the first thing is at least make sure the ROI makes sense and potential profit. So my point is, I swear to y'all, I just wish that y'all lived with me my whole life. Like, Gene, we got to make my movie. That's the only thing that's missing. The whole thing is that you hear the Instagram samples, you hear my YouTube videos, you hear me tell my story, but y'all didn't live with me my whole life while I stood on a corner for 18, 22 hours a day, cold, hot, indifferent, getting in fights, dealing with what we called crackheads at the time, customers, selling drugs to family, just dodging the cops, going through drama. I'm talking about for year after year after year, every day of my life going through that. Then going to prison, being away from my family, 12 hours in Buffalo, New York, at Lakeview Shock, the daggone boot camp, to get kicked out of that, to then go to another county in New York, cutting down trees for 30 cents a day at 18 years old, facing 3 years of life in prison. Going from that, coming back home to sell drugs a month after I left home, to go back, going through this whole long journey of life, then to get into entrepreneurship at 25 years old, after all a million street stories I could tell you, then to get into entrepreneurship, started a mortgage company, didn't make any money my first 8 months, driving a 93 Mercury Grand Marquis with no driver's side door handle, a shoestring holding my glove compartment together, not understanding even how to send an email, having no corporate etiquette, knowing none of this stuff, at 25 years old, leaving the streets with 3 felonies, no college education, trying to figure out to be who I am today. To break in, close my first deals, grow my business, get promoted by my boss or my mentor at the time to be a branch manager of the mortgage company, to open another mortgage company, to close over 36 deals my first year. I mean, this journey been long, and I was just at 27 years old. To then go from that, to go through my trials, tribulations, and ups and downs, a marriage, a divorce, 2 daughters, a whole life, bro. I've been living this thing. to then come author my first book, Hip Hop to Homeowners, go on national tours, go on NBC's Today Show, go on NBC's Open House NYC, get my first celebrity clients, build this school starting in 2014, starting with 100, I think we started with 109 students to have over 11,000 students to date. I've been working this thing called life. To now millions of businesses in real estate under management, to launching the first black-owned real estate crowd. I've been living this. If you guys understood that if you just take your time and learn what I'm teaching you, I swear to you, you're going to be better at life. Will you be me? I don't know. Will you hustle like me? Do you have my talent? Do you look like me? Do you sound like me? You got your own gifts and talents. My point is, this knowledge base is priceless, man. And there's the excuse that I don't got the credit and I don't got the funding, that excuse is out the window now. And not only are we funding deals, is that you could be a partner in Tulsa too. Anyone, I'm taking on partners. Come partner with me. It costs you $500 minimum to partner with me. By partnering with me, this $500 gives you 10 shares in my company. That also gets you an 8% preferred return, and it gets you your shares of 50% of our profits. Come partner. Leverage my expertise and my experience. We're taking this capital that you partner with me, and we're dumping it back into the community to smart people who know how to do this. We're creating the win-win economic scenario. This is Black history. It's the win-win. We all invest together. We all own together. We all get returns together. ROI is ROI. And then we go fund our own deals. It's crazy. And I watch people that, it's just so many people that I know. I know a lot of people. I'm talking about in the community, in the industry, in wherever. And I try to offer my expertise, but as Black people, especially, man, our egos are out of this world, especially as Black men. I know rappers, ball players, other entrepreneurs that are trying to do things just like we're doing. They got my cell phone number. I try to give them the game, but they don't even want to leverage me because it's I'm teaching them something. They don't want to learn from me. They'd rather learn the hard way and bump their head than learn from me. It's insane. What I know, what I do is proven. I'm one of the best at this, period. I'm the Jay-Z of this. I'm the Hov of this. Nobody's going to translate and teach this better than me in the whole country. I stand on that. I go toe-to-toe, teach a financial lecture on anything with anybody. Nobody's going to translate it. Nobody's going to relay it better than me. Nobody. Not one single person in the whole entire America. The whole entire world, actually. Not one. In no country, nowhere, is going to teach this stuff better than me. That's a fact. I bet everything on it. But I have people that have access to me, and even you guys have access to me, who refuse to learn. That's silly. But want to get money, but want to do deals, but want to build developments, but want to buy back the block, but you don't want to come to the person that's proven, has the experience, the expertise in buying back the block, but you don't want to come to me because it makes you less, powerful, stronger, brilliant looking or something? So long story short, you all, we want to listen, if you got experience, you already know this stuff. If you need capital, we're willing to be a capital partner. Send your deals to TulsaRealEstateFund.com. Right? If you got the experience, but listen, don't come to me talking about you got the experience because you flipped 2 houses, and I ask you, what's the ARV in the deal? I ask you what's the purchase ratio in the deal. I ask you what's the cap rate in the deal. And you can't answer those questions. Because you flipped a house or 2, because you own a home, does not mean you know this. Does not mean you know these 12 steps. Does not mean it. King Mont, can you pull up our actual 12 steps? Maybe I have it in here. Do I have it in here? It should be in the table of contents somewhere. I want to tell you guys, pull it up for me, King, please. I want to tell you guys what those 12 steps are. This is very, very important. These are the 12 critical things you must know and do for you to be successful in doing what I'm talking about right now. So, as King Mont pulls that up, the other thing I want to tell you all is that I'm giving, in our organization, again, you could call in right now for your game plan, but I'm giving everybody opportunity over the next couple of days, next day and a half. Mind you, we always have classes and courses. We have workshops. These are online classes. We have all that, but we have a couple special opportunities. One, real simple. if you want to learn this, right? You want to learn how to prepare yourself to have an understanding and be proficient and efficient in deal evaluations in these 12 steps I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you our 12-step curriculum. It's our 12-step real estate business crash course, right? This is very important. 12-step real estate business. Why I did this course, so I realized that I did this course about a year ago, and I just realized it was so much I knew, so I sat down and I taught a private class to like 15 people. I recorded it. I taught these 12 steps in one day, over 6.5 hours. And I really brain dumped everything I know about how to run an effective real estate business. This is one place you guys should start, right here. What we got, Mont? What's our 12?
All right, step 1 is intro to real estate.
So I'm going to break down the general philosophies and introduction to how you look at all real estate, right? That's the first thing. You need to understand what real property is, how it works, what are the benefits, right? All this is all part of you being able to analyze a deal. You got to understand the business, right? So intro to real estate, 1. Go ahead.
Step 2, how to think like an entrepreneur.
How to think like a real estate entrepreneur. In order to, again, have the right understanding of this business, you got to have the right paradigm, the right perspective. You got to be able to see business the right kind of way. What I said, being an expert at hiring experts, getting past your excuses, how to set up your team, all these things. I'm going to give you the not just a tactical, hey, do this, add these numbers, but I'm literally going to mentor you and train you and teach you in this crash course on how to prepare yourself to be the best real estate business owner that you can be. Whether you want to do one deal a year, one deal every 3 years, or you want to go ham and run it up, that's on you. Go ahead, Mont, number 3.
Number 3 is becoming financially lit.
So we're going to do a financial literacy crash course and make sure you understand all the terms that you need to know in order to, what are points, what are balloon payments, what are prepayment penalties, what are your ARVs, your LTVs, your purchase ratios, all that. We got to make sure you're prepared to understand the lingo and the language of financial literacy. You're going to get it in this online crash course. Plus, we're going to give you your 12-step workbook, textbook, and glossary to support you in understanding and learning this. It's all be digital. You can print it out if you want. You can just keep it digital, etc. But this crash course is going to show you exactly what you need to know and give you workbook exercises to practice to make sure you're retaining what you got. There'll be quizzes, there'll be tests, and your glossary of terms. What's next, Mont?
Step 4, how to build and brand your business.
This is one of the biggest ones. You cannot do business effectively without a business. In order to do business, you got to have a business. But I'm going to show you how to create the proper kind of entity to protect your assets, to set you up for the best tax mitigation strategy, and how to brand your business so you can stand out in the market and be able to position yourself for better opportunities. What separates one investor from another, one developer from another, one fund from another, one entrepreneur from another is how you present yourself, how you present your business. It's your perception, it's your positioning, and your posture. I'm going to show you how to do that within your organization to be able to set you up for the much success as possible as a business entity. Go ahead, Mont.
Step 5, how to build, manage, and leverage your team.
How to build, manage, and leverage your team. Too many of you, again, if you don't know how to hire the right team members, attorneys, accountants, title agents, appraisers, real estate agents, lenders, whoever you need at any opportunity. If you're trying to evaluate a deal, but you don't even know how to communicate and build a team, you don't even have a business that's reputable, that they can even look up to see that you're legitimate. If you don't know how to leverage that team and be the expert and create a culture of success and a culture of fair compensation, you cannot grow in the business. This is all about how to be, again, if you want to be the best at doing this, I'm giving you the 12 critical steps in order for you to grow your business and be a real estate entrepreneur and a real estate business owner. Go ahead, Mont. This really works for any business, even outside of real estate. You literally could take this blueprint and go facilitate practically any other business, or have the fundamentals to be able to analyze, to participate in any other business opportunity. Go ahead, Mont.
Step 6, how to generate leads and find deals.
How to generate leads and find deals. Again, when you put your business, look at right mindset, then you build the right business. Now you take that business and go create opportunities for yourself. Generate leads, foreclosures, short sales, tax liens, word of mouth, probate sales, off-market sales, distressed properties, vacant properties, city-owned properties. I'm going to show you how to find those deals, positioning your team and your business the right way with your financially literate mind, thinking like an entrepreneur, understanding real estate. Next, Mont.
Step 7, how to analyze, buy, and flips.
How to analyze, buy, and flip deals. This goes for real estate or business. If you want to buy a business and flip it, or buy real estate and flip it, if you want to make a fast turnover on any opportunity, I'm going to show you how to analyze and buy those buy and flip and fast turnover opportunities. Number 8.
Step 8, how to analyze, buy, and holds.
Now, for your long-term passive income, rental properties, businesses that, or real estate that has residual income and long-term implications, I'm going to show you how to analyze, buy, and hold deals. Deals you hold on to. There is a different formula than your buy and flips. 9, Mont.
Step 9, how to find new clients, cash buyers, and investors.
All right. How to find new clients. We say, what else was that?
Cash buyers
Cash buyers
and investors.
and investors. You know, many of you out there are wholesaling real estate, being a middleman or middlewoman and making, your fee on deals. You could take that same energy you put wholesaling real estate for a $3,000 fee, learn how to actually own the real estate and come get funded 100% and make all the money. This is revolutionizing what we've been doing out here, but you still must have a general understanding, some level of expertise on how to be a real estate owner as opposed to just a middleman or middlewoman making a fee. There's nothing wrong with that. But why not, in some case, be in position to actually own the assets for yourself, to benefit from the tax advantages, to benefit from the equity, the appreciation, the cash flow, the power, the control of owning the real estate asset. So I want to put you guys in position. Number 10, Mont.
Step 10, creative real estate and business funding.
Creative real estate and business funding. Again, this is my specialty. That's the one thing I've been good at my entire career, is understanding how to get to the money. Simple as that. This whole lecture and webinar is all about how to fund and finance deals. So I'm setting you up from a psychology standpoint, business formation and structure standpoint, to an evaluation standpoint. I made this course strategically to build you up to the best, it's like a Build-A-Bear, to be the best real estate entrepreneur you can be. How to find creative and business funding. Go ahead, Mom.
Step 11, how to negotiate contracts and close your deals.
Now, you could be smart and knowledgeable. You could have a great business and market and find deals. You could analyze the hell out of some deals. You could even find the funding. But if you don't know how to negotiate effectively and close out on your deals, you can't get to the money. Just having the deal analyzed ain't enough. You actually got to close out and negotiate and create the right win-win for you and whomever is involved. Number 12, Mom.
Step 12, how to leverage and evaluate your exit strategy.
All right, so when you're in deals, exit strategy. At some point, whether it's a quick flip or a buy and hold, at some point you may want to sell the deal or refinance, get a home equity line of credit, do a 1031 tax exchange, do a capital gains rollover to opportunity zone. At some point, you may want to get rid of the deal or the business or the opportunity. So I'm going to teach you how to leverage and evaluate those exit strategies, right? How you exit the deal. I'm going to show you how to look at it to see which way do I want to go, what's the best implications, whether it be from a tax perspective, capital gains perspective, profit perspective, part perspective. This is the general understanding that everyone needs to know. And this course this is an online crash course. It's over 6.5 hours. This course is, so much intellectual property in this course. Plus you get your textbook and workbook in this course. This course should be all day, every day, a $10,000 program, and you would make hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars from this program. I know. I do it in real life. I've done it. Of everything I taught you here, I've made tens of millions of dollars. But it's not about guru. It's not about program. It's not about none of that. The focus is how do we make wealth education more affordable, more relatable, more accessible? Flat out, I'm giving you 95% off. This course is $497, period. For all 6.5 hours, online access, your full textbook, workbook, glossaries, all lessons, plus, because I'm a G like that, plus I'm going to give you 26 lessons from my partner, Will Roundtree, on our credit mastery program. 26 online lessons teaching you credit mastery on how to evaluate credit, how to understand business credit, how to boost your credit, authorize users, trade lines, inquiries, and all the aspects of credit. I'm going to teach you that for free. You're going to get a free credit mastery course with all 12 lessons, with your workbook, with your access, all in our 12-step real estate crash course, but you must purchase by tomorrow night, midnight. After midnight, $4.99. We need that $3, $2. $4.99, excuse me. But you get that for free. To find this course, right? And to get this opportunity expires midnight. What's tomorrow's date? 22nd? 2/22, right? You go to jmorrisonacademy.com /12-step. Right, Mom?
Yes.
This is our website. You go here. By tomorrow midnight, you'll get this entire program digitally and online.
12 steps.
12 steps, excuse me. Makes more sense. You get this entire program for $4.99. You have access to this entire program. 26 lessons. If you have any questions, call my team. But I'm not done. If it is not in your budget, but you know you need this information in your life, I have a comparable residential real estate program. This program you can get at our website, not the 12 steps, but at our general website at $97 per month. It's 26 lessons of real estate business lectures. This 12-step crash course is a more robust version of that. This 26-lesson residential real estate course is a foundational version of this crash course. Still teaches you wholesaling real estate, still teaches you how to analyze and buy deals, still teaches you how to build and brand your business. It comes with weekly mentorship calls as well, right? You get all of that within our residential real estate course. In our 12 steps, you'll also get your residential real estate calls and mentorship calls as well in our 12 steps. But in our monthly course, you will get your mentorship calls for $97 for those who may be on a budget, right? But our 12-step is the more robust version, crash course of this. With our monthly, you get, I believe it's weekly lessons within our monthly. You do not get access to all 26 lessons. You get them every week for 26 weeks. The 12-step crash course, you get everything at once, and you go learn at your own pace. Now, outside of those who may be trying to figure out, do I do online learning? There's going to be some of you who are in financially healthier positions or want to accelerate your learning. and you want to learn from myself or our team through one-on-one coaching. We have limited one-on-one coaching opportunities. Now, listen, I literally, my team will tell you, they'll test, I'm literally running 3 dozen plus businesses. My time is limited, but I pull it all off. My coaching clients will tell you, and we'll send an email with some of their testimonials, like I make time for all of them. I was just at one of my coaching clients' houses in Maryland. They come to lunch with me, dinner with me, they call right. It's just my obligation for people that take me serious enough to engage me in that serious way. I gotta make sure I over-deliver. If you want one-on-one coaching, again, all this you can call my team. Here's our number. You can call our team. But if you want one-on-one coaching, I'm offering 70% off starting today through midnight, not this date, this 22nd, but through March 1st for one-on-one coaching. I'm actually going to erase some of our 12-step stuff. Again, 12 steps is up there. For our one-on-one coaching, only for a week am I giving 70% off our one-on-one coaching through midnight, March 1st. So from now till then, you got about 7 days. I'm giving 70% off our one-on-one. It's our one-on-one 3 months, our one-on-one 6 months, and our one-on-one 12 months. Right? You guys can call our team about this or visit our site. You know what the link is for one-on-one on our site?
101.
101.
JMorrisonAcademy.com.
My team is so smart.
1-on-1.
J Morrison, again, academy.com / is it spelled out 101?
1-O-N-1.
There we go, 1-on-1.
Nope, number 1.
Number 1 on number 1.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
All right. 1-on-1, all together. Right, and again, you can call my team for any support or backup, or just visit our site. It's all there in the tabs. I'm trying to give you a direct link. But if you want strategic coaching from me personally, me and you on the phone, email support from my team, access to our resources, it includes our 12-step crash course and our CEO program. You get all of our online content, discounts to our boot camps, discounts to our conferences. To become a part of my VIP community, this is our VIP strategy and business coaching, real estate and biz coaching. Visit this site here. And you'll get all the online content included in the one-on-one coaching if you want that opportunity. Call our team for other details and info. For me, I believe in being a social entrepreneur. What that means is you can make social impact, change others' lives, do it responsibly, and still make money in the meanwhile. There's nothing wrong with that. It's called the win-win. Stop looking for freebies. Stop looking for handouts. There's no no, I don't want to say honor, but there's really, I want to say there's really, as an entrepreneur, and again, I've been broke, I've been poor, I've been bankrupt. I grew up poor, below the poverty line. I grew up on free lunch tickets, food stamps. I get it. But everyone I've made money with or everyone that has groomed me or mentored me, I always want to give them something. I never want to just take. I always want to create a win-win. How can I add value? And that's what I'm saying. There really is no honor in a pure handout. If you're in need, again, we have these free webinars, we have YouTube channels, all that. I know everyone's budget is different. I'm not knocking the person that's in budget. But what I'm saying is that our spirit should not be one of take. Our spirit should not be one of not wanting to invest in ourselves, wanting someone to invest in us. Those are bad principles as an entrepreneur. So what I would like to create is a win-win for us. As a Inc. 500 executive, you cannot go to anyone on the Inc. 5000 list with a business as successful as mine and ask them for one-on-one coaching and come anywhere near the retainer and opportunity and the price that we offer you guys. Anyone who's had my success in real estate, you can't come near them and ask them for a 6.5-hour course and it's what we have plus full written content. Doesn't exist. I know. So I want you guys to understand this is an opportunity for, if you complete this curriculum and you are knowledgeable completing this curriculum, we are happy to consider you for all funding opportunities. Because I know you know what I know. I know you understand how to analyze a deal. Our coaching clients, because I'm partnered with them strategically, our coaching clients are fast-tracked towards funding opportunities for capital partnerships. Because I'm partners with my coaching clients. So if my coaching clients bring a deal, they're paying me to help them analyze or learn how to analyze the opportunities and deals. That's different. But you can't come with nothing to the table and expect everything. It's not fair to me. It's not even fair to you. And so I want to encourage everyone to pick where you start to learn this understanding. The Real Estate 12-Step course, our VIP coaching, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. We have unlimited coaching for those who have bigger portfolios or they want to grow. I do this at the highest level, or for those who simply need to start in our beginner's program or residential course. Guys, call my team, not just tonight, tomorrow, whenever. Research our website. But you got till midnight tomorrow to get our 12 steps, 222, for that discount, including the Credit Mastery Program. You got you got about 24 hours. For those who want my coaching, you got about 7 days at 70% off. That's the best I can do. You got to bring something to the table. But the cool part is you don't got to worry about seeking out and where the capital's at. We got capital. You don't got to worry about your credit. We got credit repair services for one. And we have the opportunity to fund you without the credit. You don't got to worry about reserves. We can take care of that. You need the understanding. I'm not promising anyone any promise of capital. I'm promising you the opportunity to put yourself in position for the capital. And we have business funding through our easy funding, all found at jmorrisonacademy.com. You need credit repair services, jmorrisonacademy.com. We've created a financial empowerment ecosystem for us to evolve and build together. It's all right there. All you gotta do is take action, take opportunity. But I guarantee you, this real estate business Bible and this course will change your life. I know what they didn't teach us in school. I know what you didn't learn in college. I know what you didn't learn in your job. I know. But here's an opportunity for us to get the funding and capital that we deserve and need, and to buy back our blocks and build our communities. But we can't say buy back the block, but we don't know how to evaluate the block. That's silly. We gotta know how to analyze and evaluate these deals. I hope you guys found value in this lecture. Again, call our team for any assistance that you guys do need. Email us, check the link. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, right? At JM Academy on Instagram. Follow the page, keep learning, and for future opportunities. For those who want to join our free wealth creators community because you just don't have it, you're on the fence, whatever it is, you're just in your own way, honestly. Go to jmorrisonacademy.com. We have a free wealth creators community for you. And follow me on Instagram as well, at Mr. J. Morrison. Shout out Mrs. Ernestine Morrison. Happy birthday, Queen. Happy anniversary. I'm coming home now. And thanks my team for being a part of this and helping us to produce this webinar, last minute, free one, Black History bonus. Again, if you get this concept I've given you, I'm giving us the secret sauce to what the wealthy have been doing that's kept them wealthy. They do more business than us. They own more real estate than us because they understand how to analyze and evaluate these opportunities better than us. So now let's learn the game. Let's continue to raise capital together. Let's continue to invest capital together and build up our community infrastructure and our economic base. I'm here to lead by example. I'm rooting for you. I'm riding for you. And I'm willing to fund you. Just come to the table with at least the knowledge base. All right, guys. Peace. I'm Jay Morrison. I'm out. See you guys on the next webinar. Free game. Tref Life.